Let's do this. This is
All right,
fun.
testing. 1, 2, 3. Can everyone hear us? Can you please let us know in the chat? Matty's just going to bring that up right now.
There
Guys, we are currently
Mate.
in the country. We're in rural Australia. Sorry we're coming to you guys late today. It was a little bit of a mission trying to get all of this set up. Don't expect the world's best quality podcast here today.
This is going to be great.
We're
You know
gonna
what
do
we
our
got?
best.
We've got a great scenery. If you look at the behind us here, guys, we're in the middle of nowhere. We are on the side of the road. I don't think I've ever seen crypto podcasters do something like this in the history of crypto world.
Yeah, I've never really seen anyone.
This is something new.
Go on the side of the road like this before. Adrit in the chat, fashionably late, loud and clear. Hey boys, Jordan Heafton.
Look, guys, I will say I think we have a valid reason to be going a little bit late this time round.
So we had a bit of issues with the Starlink to begin with. We managed to get that kind of nipped in the butt by using Matty's 5G.
Yeah.
There was a bit of technical difficulties, but we managed to pull through, and we're here to give you guys the alpha. Because, guys, what happened? Bitcoin.
Wait,
Woo!
I want to take them back one step first. Guys, we have been on a journey from Melbourne to Brisbane, right? This is our second day in. We've met some amazing people. We've had some interesting interactions, but it's been quite wild. In our circle, we see crypto adoption so massive, right? And we've always been like, yep, crypto, crypto, crypto. You've stepped out of Melbourne, and we've probably spoken to, what, 2 or 3 people that actually
know about crypto.
Own crypto, the first one. But the rest are like, nah, never really dabbled in it. Haven't been really interested. Not in my friendship group. So, man, we are still very early, and Bitcoin has hit its all-time high.
It's just, guys,
this is cool.
It's actually that funny. Like, when we hear people say on Twitter, and if you're in our community, you would have seen Sammy, and he's always like, you're still early. You're still early. There's so many people like, bro, we're not early. Bitcoin was early when it was at 20 cents. Bitcoin was early when it was at $1,000. That's absolute bullshit. Seeing what we're seeing now, because we spoke to at least 100 people in the last 2 days.
It's been wild.
Out of that 100 people, 2, 3 people have actually owned crypto wallets. Maybe 5 people actually know about crypto. So we are actually still early, and we're at an all-time high of 118,000.
You know what's interesting? We've also asked some people their age, right? And we've spoken to a lot of people our age, even retirees. But then we speak to younger kids, and it's interesting because the younger kids have a more understanding of crypto and have sparked interest.
They do.
And what I mean by that is they're already researching, they're hearing about it, and they're not just hearing about it through like meme coins that you would expect. They're like, we're looking into Bitcoin. How does it make a difference for the future? What does it actually mean for me as their generation? And I think I personally think we've nailed the sort of matrix or the thought process behind it. But when you get to a certain age, you sort of get encompassed in this own little zone, right? But as kids, they come in with a whole new perspective of hey, I want to look into something new. I want to see what this can do for me later down the track. So this is absolutely wild in the way in which it's just all coming about, because I would expect people of my generation to be going, hey, how do I protect my investments? How do I build my financial portfolio moving forward when they're at a strategic part in their life to actually build that?
That's
not
right.
At 16, 17.
Well, guys, we don't want to drain your lives too much about our trip. It's amazing. We're heading across Australia. So just to recap it, make sure that you're following us on social media, because every place that we go to, we're hiding a little Bitcoin, like plastic coin somewhere. We're giving you guys hints on our social media of where you can find it. And if you're the lucky person to be the first one to find it, we're going to send you some free Bitcoin. So make sure you are following us on social media. So, but look, enough from our trip now, Matty. Let's get into the alpha, because it's an exciting day. Bitcoin is hitting all-time highs. I'm just going to share my screen now. Just give me 2 seconds. How is this looking? Give it 2
Still
seconds
coming
to
up.
come through.
Sandy, I will tell you now, it was raining about 5 minutes ago. We've put the undercover on, so we're good as gold now.
We've got the awning on currently.
All right, we're up. Let's go.
So our screen is up now. Last week we told you guys that it was going to be crypto week heading into July 14th to July 18th, and what we are already seeing is a massive response from the markets. A massive response because a lot of people are getting ready in anticipation of the bills that are about to be passed here in Crypto Week. Now, what's important about these bills is it's not just talk now. It's gotten to a point where so many of the bills have to go through like 3 steps. They have to go through the government, they have to go through the House, they have to go through this, that, and the other. And what we're seeing now is they're finally on the desk of Trump. A lot of those bills will be put into action. We're seeing Trump now talking about the official Bitcoin strategic reserve accumulating 200,000 Bitcoin, not dollars worth, but Bitcoin a year for the next 5 years so that he can own 1% of the total supply. And how he's going to do that? Spending money that isn't taxpayer dollars. So we're going to be hearing about all that, and that's getting us some massive hype around the market. People are jumping in. It's clear as day. Let's take a look at the chart.
Man, we woke up this morning. I grabbed Seds and like, we've got an earthquake going on here, guys. It's 116K. And now I'm just seeing we nearly cracked 108. We've cracked 118,000. That is now 180,000 Australian dollars for one Bitcoin.
That's right.
And that is insane.
Me personally, I'm looking at where my targets are going to be. And whilst I think we're going to, it's possible that what we saw here was just a major level of a Wyckoff accumulation, I think now, Matty, it's getting to the point where we're going to start to break out exactly like what we did here in this section of the chart. You can see we broke out. We had a massive sideways consolidation. We then broke out for I think it was about a 50% gain. Let's just measure that from top. We're about 100% gain. If we now do the 100% gain once again from where we are now, from around 74,000, I think we're going to head straight up to around that 150k range. Now, this is not financial advice. We're not telling you to buy, but it is possible that a breakout from this level could see us heading up much, much higher. Yes. No doubt about that. This was a great accumulation, and it was one thing that we kept on top of because we were watching the accumulation live. If you were in the Empire Premium chat, you'd see that every day I was saying, well, look, this amount is being bought up. This amount is being bought up. If you're on my live call on Tuesday, let us know in the chat. Matty, if you can bring up the chat so we can see that.
You see, we can turn this up. Can we adjust volume on this or no?
Why is it a bit low?
A little bit low.
Everyone's saying loud and clear.
Okay, got some messages.
Speak a little bit louder. What I did say was that Ethereum was being heavily accumulated. Somebody alone went and bought 280,000 Ethereum. We saw millions, if not billions of dollars of Ethereum. And just check out the size of this breakout that then took place. Now, even for ETH, I'm looking at ETH coming back up to the top of this range at a minimum. We know that ETH kind of is delayed based on what you're seeing on Bitcoin. There was a sideways consolidation range here for ETH. You can see that right there. And look, even if we just get back up to there, which I think it's possible we break out, we're looking at least $4,000 back on ETH if we can reclaim that range. But Matty, you sent me through some
I'm sending you a couple of charts here because there is some altcoins that are priming.
There are some
absolutely pumping.
So, Matty, what are we seeing here? Can you give us a quick look? What is going on with this chart right now?
So basically, guys, when I'm looking at this one, we've got Bitcoin up at the moment. Now, I've had this target, and I put this trend line in on Monday, on the Monday market scan. I'm saying to the team, and last Friday, we spoke about it. People want to go back, have a look at it.
Yep.
Talking about the fact that Bitcoin is on the potential verge of a massive breakout.
We're talking about this trend line here, right?
You can see the trend line there that says is moving the mouse across. We created the next volume zone at 109,000. Once that was created, that sort of put the cement for me. Yep. And I said to the team, I'm looking at all-time highs, Bitcoin's highest price in history, and I expect it to come by the end of the week.
Yep.
Bang, we're here now. I expected 114,000 to be a level in which we get a little bit of resistance, but since we punch straight through that, mate, my next target's 122k. 122k Bitcoin. It would not surprise me if the US market came out tonight and swung it like crazy.
Well, I'm not far off you. We're seeing a lot of really good news. You can see this was the chart that I was kind of following. The Bitcoin Wyckoff accumulation, it's officially over. And after an accumulation, what we see in the market, when we say accumulation, people are buying, they're accumulating, they're filling up their positions, getting ready. It happens in 3 steps. You have accumulation, you have your markup, then you have your distribution, and that's where they're selling. And I believe now that we're about to enter that that level. Can you just open up the comments? Open up
banana
that
zone
level
going
now
on.
of where we're going to be seeing that markup before the big distribution. I think we're going to see that across the board. There was another chart, Matty, that you showed me last night. You woke me up this morning at the crack of dawn to show me the Bitcoin dominance chart.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna flick you this one. This one here, I sent this in the community as well. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday night, guys. You guys that are watching, if you remember what night it was, jog it in. But I'm pretty sure I sent it on Wednesday night. I was on late before I was setting up last minute things for this road trip. But guys, you see this chart.
There's a chart there?
I sent it to you on Facebook. Says you can bring it up. Sorry guys, my screen isn't matching up because we're out of the office, so we're just bringing it up separately.
Oh, Oh, mate, we really did have a lot of technical
But
difficulties today.
so this chart here, guys, this is the big one I'm watching. If you look at this here, we have basically broken the downtrend the uptrend on Bitcoin dominance.
What's that mean for the everyday person?
So for the everyday person, what this means is over the last, say, couple of months, we've seen a very, very strong trajectory on Bitcoin. But the alts have continued to get smashed. And what I mean by that is the price hasn't really moved. They've come down more than anything. And they're basically sitting at lows that people weren't expecting to take place this year. Everyone was thinking this big altcoin run. Now, overnight, Bitcoin dominance dropped about 0.4%. That, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't look like much.
What's that mean?
But
if it drops 4%?
If it drops 4%, what that technically means is basically money is flowing into the altcoins, and altcoins are gaining value against Bitcoin. Okay. Now, we bring that further another step. A 0.4% on Bitcoin dominance, and look how much we saw the altcoins run yesterday. 8% on DOT, 20% on Cookie. Solana is up past my target from the DCA point that I put in, dollar cost average point at 126. Solana's next target for me says I got that up there, but is about 180 bucks. But guys, what I wanted to just talk about, that Bitcoin dominance chart that I just showed you.
$183 on Solana. Who wants to see some $183?
We want to see some big one.
Hey, let us know in the chat, guys, if you are enjoying this content before you go on, Matty. Smash that like button.
I gotta drop
this.
If
you appreciate us freezing our nuts off here in the middle of the sticks in regional Victoria on our journey to Brisbane to bring you the Crypto Alpha, please consider subscribing and smash that like button for us. It helps us and encourages us, and it may help us to fund a heater. Also, some Empire thermal jackets of some sort.
We'll get the one with the battery packs.
We
like
need one.
ones.
I am so cold. Anyway, Matty, so tell us about this Solana trade.
All right, so guys, this Solana trade here says has got up. You can see I've got the DCA point we had at 126. That bounced off perfectly. We broke out of what was the symmetrical triangle, basically the accumulation zone for Solana. Now we've punched up above, and you can see we're at $165 right now. We're good.
There you go.
But my first target there, you can see at 183. My second target's 205, and my third target is $228.
Wait a minute there, because I want to talk to you about something.
Tell me.
Solana was at about 250, 260
Yes.
before the ETF got approved.
Yes.
The new ETF has been approved, but not only was the ETF approved, but staking
Yes.
is also now approved in the US. Now, next week, when we have the whole crypto week, there's going to be a lot of bills that pass. One for stablecoins, some for staking.
Yep.
Why is your target only 180? It's conservative.
My target is a first target.
Okay.
As I've put there is multiple targets at play, guys. But what I like to do with the crypto market is we take one step at a time. Now we've taken 165, or that 150-ish.
Yep.
I start to look at 183.
Okay.
Then 183 this is just the preliminary reports, right?
Okay.
We see Bitcoin continue to pump. We continue to see crypto adoption this year coming out with all the big macro news you've been dropping on the Tuesday night call. Mate, Solana could be at, say, $400 by the end of the year. That's not off the cards.
Yeah, okay.
So
I think it's possible. I think I don't want to discount the fact that I think that, especially with the staking ETF, with large amount of inflows coming in, I think it could be looking a bit more bullish than what some people really think. And look, it's really exciting times coming. So, Matty, what other charts have you got to show us?
All right, so I send you in another couple. I think the next one I've sent you is DOT.
DOT. All right.
DOT is one that me and Seds go back and forth on, and we have a little bet on DOT outperforming Bitcoin.
Well, we spoke about this last week as well, and I told everyone how I think that DOT is just like it's got good infrastructure, but
But that chart there tells you one thing, right? I got in at that 335-ish mark off other volume zone. Now, I've got a move of 47% off that breakout. So
you're looking at $5 on DOT.
I'm looking at $5 on DOT. I'm still in this trade. I'm up nearly, I think, 200%, 300%.
Yeah.
So, guys, I'm pretty excited about this one. I know a lot of people in the community are following DOT as well alongside me, and I'm watching it really closely. It has been a great trade for me so far. But Seds, I want you to bring up Cookie.
Wait, before you do that, I want to explain something on this chart. You and your Cookie. I love Cookie too.
I'm just getting excited.
That Cookie, bro, just bang, bang, one after the other.
I'm up 300% on Cookie.
Oh, yeah? Oh, beautiful. So what I want to just take a second, I want to just make a little educational piece, something to look out for. You can see that here, we had a little sideways range, right? You can see we dipped below the sideways range there, and that is what I was talking about earlier when I said the accumulation. The big market makers, the people who control the market, they know that a lot of people entered here at this first touch. They know their stop loss was below. What have they done? They've come down, they've basically shook out all of those positions, hitting their stop losses. What that means is, let's just say $100 million worth of DOT got stopped out there. I don't know what the number is, but let's say it was. That then, as soon as the stop losses got triggered, it allowed for the big guys to fill up their bags. And this is where it comes into the accumulation, then goes into the markup, which we're going to be seeing now, then the distribution. If I'm honest, look, I don't want to be permeable sense, as Matty likes to call me. I think $5.24 on DOT. Matty, your target that you've got there, I think you're not looking terrible with that target.
Terrible?
I'm probably going to run this trade with you.
I'll buy your kebab once it hits. How does that
Mate, I
sound?
want a gold-plated kebab. Guys, the amount of money that we've been able to print on this road trip, it's been 2 days. I'm up like 20,000 thanks to this Bitcoin
Yeah,
pump.
we're doing
Matty,
well.
I don't know how much you're up.
We're doing well. Put it that way.
It was weird. Like, we timed this trip, and I said to him, like, bro, we've timed this trip in like the peak of winter. It's freezing. Who would want to watch us, and what fun shit can we do in winter? But at least we got one thing right, and we timed it in time for the bull market.
Hey,
that's right.
We went to a nice winery today on the way through.
Hey, we're not allowed to talk about that.
Hey, I want you to bring up Doge.
Doge.
Because I think a lot of people probably got bags of Doge. And this is one that I covered off on Monday, guys. This is a big one. It's the last chart I just sent you, Seds. So, guys, I've got to show you... Oh, that's not the one.
Oh, maybe it doesn't come through yet.
Maybe it hasn't.
No,
Let me have a quick look. Let me just...
No, the last one you sent me was the Bitcoin.
All right. Let me just try to see where this
You've
is.
actually sent me the same chart a few times.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There we go.
There, it's
We're
coming
on.
through, it's coming
All
through.
right, bring this one up. This is the big one, guys.
Ooh, same thing.
We covered this one on Monday.
Oh,
I looked at
didn't
this
buy
on
it.
the weekly time frame, right? I got in at that lowest point there. You can see I'm currently up about 250% on Dogecoin.
Oh, I forgot to
This
buy
is
it.
a massive double bottom that is forming, which means basically we have bounced off at a lowest point in which I think Doge is pretty much going to at the moment. And you can see that run there. What is it? 65% I marked out. And
Matty,
I'm gonna run that all the way to the top.
Pause it here, because we are dropping some amazing charts. We're dropping some of our amazing targets for free in the cold, and we've only got 7
My
likes.
hands are frozen.
We've
bro.
only got 7 likes. I'm gonna pack it up.
Yeah, we only got 16 watching.
If we can get
16 watching,
guys,
7
smash
likes.
drop us something in the comments. Let's help us to get this video trending. Otherwise, I'm not gonna sit here. I don't want to sound like I'm rude, but you know, it's really not worth it right now. It's cold, bro.
It is quite fresh. It is quite fresh.
So please smash that like button for us. But that's also an amazing target there on Doge, Matty.
Hey, I got plenty. I got plenty lined up.
I'm gonna jump.
I got
off
Link
this
lined up.
stream
I got Cookie lined up. I got the absolute works happening.
Yeah.
Man, I got charts left, right, and center right now.
Look, if we
But
make a
you know
deal,
what?
If we
I'm
can
keeping
get
them in the bag.
you guys to share this video, if we can get 20 more likes on this, as we usually do, then I reckon we should drop some more charts. What do you reckon, Matty? There's a few good ones.
Hey, look, I'm all for it. I'm all for dropping a couple
TB in the
extra.
chat, smash those likes. They're freezing their nuds off. You are not wrong. I'm telling DJ Timos, thanks for jumping in, mate. Trade Travel Troopy. Correct. We are currently in the middle of God's country.
This is a beautiful country here.
All right. Well, look, we're going to wrap it up here today. Just a quick one. We do need to get over to our next location, which
We're another 4-hour drive.
we're going to be hiding some more Bitcoin in our next location.
We are going to be hiding Bitcoin in every single location we go to, guys. So make sure you're tagging your friends, especially if you know people living in those towns.
Yeah, to come and
Give them the
collect
opportunity to earn that Bitcoin.
it. Make sure you are following us on social media and hit subscribe. We are going to be having a full long form journey videos on this whole trip that we've been doing. It's going to have plenty of laughs. It's going to be getting uploaded shortly. But we currently have a Bitcoin sitting in Ballarat, a plastic Bitcoin. It's on our social media at Empire Crypto Trading, and if you can go ahead and find that, we are going to send you some free Bitcoin. A big congratulations to Vanessa and Sandy, who found the free Bitcoin yesterday. They have been transferred, yeah, that's
Free money in the bank.
free money in the bank. And you know what? I've got a little tip for you, yeah? If you don't live in that town, share it. Or if you know someone that lives in that town, share it and just tell them to go Harvey's with you. How are you going to find us for?
You can put an ad up on Facebook. Hey, can someone go find this Bitcoin?
Put it on Marketplace. Does anyone want some free Bitcoin that lives in Ballarat? Or potentially Wagga Wagga? That's what
Maybe we
we
should call the radio station and say, guys, we're dropping some free Bitcoin in your town. Shout it out. Someone
We
can go
could do
find it.
that.
Might give that one a go.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to head off now. We're going to be dropping the rest of the charts. We're going to be dropping them in the Empire platform.
Yeah.
So make sure you head over to empirecryptotrading.com. We'll have the charts over in the news feed shortly. And wish everybody a great weekend. We'll see you guys next Friday for more alpha and more news. Bye for now.
See you guys.
All right, now I've got to find out how to end the stream on here. Give us 1 sec. All right, we're off. Oh.